put together our perfect offense, or our dream Florida Gator offense going back the last 15 years. Okay.
Yeah, you messed me up with that one.
No, you were good. You said,
The 15,
yeah.
the 15-year mark. I was like, 15 years? Come on. I forget how old I am, Sheldon. I'm sorry.
So I was gonna say, like, you can't say Tebow and Harvin. Then I was like, let's do the last 15 years because that automatically eliminates them, and then it
Takes
also
them
kind
out,
of
yeah.
it kind of keeps it more fresh, right? It makes it,
Mm-hmm.
it's more fun in my opinion that way, and it keeps it more relatable, like relatable in the sense of like, hey, yeah, I remember seeing them even for the younger cats in the room. So
Yeah.
it'll be
We
fun.
ain't
I'm
dig it too
excited
far.
excited to go over it. I'll let you. We'll show yours first, and then we'll let the chat decide whose was the best. You're missing your tight end, by the way.
Yeah, so my quarterback, I got Kyle Trask for quarterback in the last 15 years. Heisman candidate. I felt like Trask should have won it that year, just with the performance he had. Big time year for him. Yeah. But running back, we got Damian Pierce. Everybody
Beast.
know Mr. Truck you, run you over without a helmet. Just the way he played the game, the position, compact, stocky guy, explosive. I had to put him in there the last 15 years. Of course, Van Jefferson, wide receiver. And we had two wide receivers. I actually had Van Jefferson and Tony.
Yeah,
Kadarius Toney. Yeah. I needed somebody that could stretch the field, and I needed a slot type guy. And then my tight end, which is not on there. I went with, who was my tight end, Sheldon? I forget.
You did Reed.
Yeah, Reed. Jordan
Reed,
Reed.
right? Yeah.
I went with Jordan Reed at the tight end position.
Which was right on the bubble, by the way. Right on the bubble.
Huh?
Right on the
right
bubble.
On the bubble.
15-year mark.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I had to go with Jordan Reed.
You're lucky it felt like he played for 15 years. So
I wanted to go with the guy that everybody would have picked when I'm trying to put together an offensive team. So I think
Jordan Reed was actually like a phenomenal pick.
Yeah, I think paired with Van Jefferson, I got somebody that stretches the field with Van. I got my slot guy in Tony, and then I got a perfect hybrid type tight end that's still tight end, could be a regular tight end, but still can flex it out a little bit. So I had to go with Reed.
Yeah, I love Jordan Reed. So when I saw, I was like, there's no way that he was in, but it was 2010. So I almost took Marcus Pouncey, but his last year was 2009. He got drafted in 2010. I was like, I could argue it if I wanted to.
You could have slid him
technically, it's the 16th. Like, we're in the 16th year, so it's too late.
Yeah. And then, of course, my offensive lineman, Osiris Torrance and Max Garcia, two dogs. Of course, we know what they're doing in the NFL, especially Torrance, the career he's been having, and Garcia. That's my five. What? No, it's more than five. What was it? 7 people?
7. Yeah. I don't know. Our graphic got a little messed up. I missed it. That was my fault. We like using AI to make it a little more appealing and fun and change it up.
No, I like it. It's pretty cool. Wait, it's cool. See yours.
They may have got. Listen, I can't say police correctly. They may have got a little bit of the culture. Okay, they may have got one of our Kyles mixed up. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get ahead of this. I didn't put this together. All right. They go, why Van ain't got a Gator helmet? He didn't want one. Okay, guys? He didn't want one for his photo.
Yeah,
Damien wasn't even wearing a face mask. Let's not get
we was
critical
up
of the art here.
42-0 sideline. You don't even see the Gatorade bottle in his hand. Yeah, we were winning.
All right. Listen, before I even show it, y'all know who I went as a quarterback. If you've been following this thing for at least 3 minutes, it's Will Grier. Like, it wasn't even a question for me who my quarterback was going to be. It was Will Grier from Jump Street. I forgot Kyle Trask even existed. No, I'm just kidding. It was always Will Grier, okay? I took Kyle Pitts. I was like, he gave me a gift. You can see the version of Kyle Pitts. Yeah, maybe not this version of Kyle Pitts, but
Kyle Trask Pitts.
Kyle Trask Pitts. I feel like I got to steal with that combo. Some may argue that you got Kyle Trask, but I would still take Will Grier over it anyways. Again, we didn't do this on purpose. He sent me his list, and I was like, honestly, my list isn't close to his. So Antonio Callaway for me is always special for me with the walk-off against Tennessee, the 64-yard touchdown. That to me is he's one of my favorites because he just kind of saved my. I remember watching that game, so he's got a lot memory for me. And then Demarcus Robinson played around the league, a lot of close after the fact. I think he played at Jax, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, those are two great guys. I think Kadarius Toney. I'm a big fan of Kadarius Toney on a personal level. I know he was great, but
For
wasn't
sure.
really my thing. I love Van Jefferson. Obviously, won a Super Bowl with the Rams. So, and had his kid when he won the Super Bowl. So that was cool stuff. And then I think offensive lineman. I think I crushed you with getting Juwan Taylor, and I took Osiris Torrance, who obviously was great. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me know. Listen to the comments though.
Wait,
Who
so
do
we
you
both got Torrance, yeah.
Oh, and my running back's missing. Okay, my running back, I didn't realize it. I took Lamichael Pirine. Lamichael Pirine was my guy growing up. I think, look, Dameon Pierce, you probably could argue is probably better. He just didn't play a lot. He just wasn't utilized. But he really hit, like when you saw what he was able to do in the NFL, how he hit the ground running. But Michael Pirine was one of my favorites during his time. I mean, he ate while he was here. I almost wanted to put MJ, Montrell. I mean, Montrell did some great things in these last 2 years for Florida, but it's hard for me to put him over Lamichael Pirine.
I was trying not to go too close to the current year and try to dig a little bit further. You know what I mean? Far as picking guys, I didn't want to get too close to the current roster. So that's why I picked the guys I picked. But I like your pick with Callaway, Robinson, and I like them paired with Greer.
Yeah.
You know, the way you picked your team looks like a solid offensive lineup. I don't think you can guard any one of those guys.
A lot of size
in college.
A lot of size, and you got
one cornerback.
You got a dude back there, Will Greer. That's what I'm excited.
Yeah, if you got one dog at cornerback, whoever your second or third cornerback is gonna be getting killed.
Roasted. Jason T says Pitt's got that MJ skin. All right, see, this is why we can't even have fun. We can't.
I feel like okay, let the man
go. I think Dimps was right on the cusp of over 15 years. He was 2009.
Jeff Dimps?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So Scars is saying that Matt Jones, who? Matt Jones, who?
Matt Jones. Hey, listen, yeah.
I feel like the running back was a little bit thinner. I think wide receivers, I think any one of our guys were good. I think you got to steal with Jordan Reed. I love me some Jordan Reed.
Yeah.
Listen, I think I'd be crazy to say Jordan Reed over Pitts, but Jordan Reed was that dude. Look,
career-wise, it sounds crazy.
If he doesn't fumble that ball against Georgia, he's up there. Okay, I have nightmares about that game. That game was what almost caused me and my wife not to be married. Okay, like that game put me into an absolute mental house.
Yeah.
I was
college career-wise. Kyle Pitts with the numbers that he put up, but watching the game, I got to go with Jordan Reed.
Yeah,
man.
Good point.
And then you look at the careers now moving forward to the NFL. Reed's NFL career right now is better, or was better. Hopefully everything can turn around for my guy Pitts eventually here in the future. With what they're trying to do, but I don't know which one he laughing at. But what's it coming?
He's got the same. He's so streaming. I knew I should. Well, y'all miss it, but I pulled the graphic up, and Stephen Harris goes, "Wait a minute, what's up with Kyle?"
Go back.
He goes, "Put that back up. Put that back up." He goes, "Oh, you have to leave that. They're gonna get you."
No, we had to leave it, guys. We could have corrected it, but it was way too funny.
Yeah, Trey Burton at tight end. That's another good one.
Yeah.
That's who played forever. Trey Burton's another great one. That is another great one.
I was trying not to go hybrid type wide receivers too much, but I think
that's
Reed
100%.
Right on the edge.
He played the slot a little bit. Yeah, he played both. Reed.
Yeah, I think Reed was right on the edge. Right on the edge.
Reed played. I feel like that. I mean, Pitts played. I feel played more wide receiver. Like Reed gave you more of that like true old fashioned because he lined up against Hernandez. I mean, that was the 2-man tandem.
Yeah,
like that
I can't even remember just off my head plays of Kyle Pitts actually blocking like a regular tight end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Most of his career is like a wideout. Yeah.
Oh, Dimson Rainey left after 2011, so we could have used one of those guys. We kind of messed up there. I thought for some reason when I looked it up, I thought they were 2009, but I guess not because they got there in 2008. Thinking of the Swamp Kings, I think they got there.
Yeah. They were still kind of in the scat back category for me, not a every down running back. So that's why I didn't add them. I know the speed and elusiveness, but I was trying to build a team here.
Trey Burke?
Yes. gonna go and play game in and game out without substitutions.
I think they're great. Y'all, let us know in the comment section below who won.